media release. As you know, the Lubbock Police Department periodically, on all unsolved homicides, they're periodically reviewed. We often try to do a press release and generate some new information on these cases on the anniversary dates. This case in particular that we're doing this on is a capital murder case that occurred October the 12th of 1991. The victim was Barbara Jean Hinojosa, and she lived at 217 East 37th Street. I'm going to give you just a little bit of information on that case. On that day, which was a Saturday morning, about 9:25 in the morning, Lubbock Police Department received a call from her husband, Mr. Juan Hinojosa Jr. He said he arrived home and found his wife deceased. The house appeared to have been burglarized. She was last seen the previous night about 11 p.m. She had been out with family members. That was the last time she was seen when she was headed home, and she was discovered Saturday morning about 9:25 by her husband, Mr. Juan Hinojosa Jr. In this case, last year on the anniversary day, there was a news media release done on this case, and of course, we were trying to generate interest and maybe people that might have information on this case that can help us out. In October of last year, we did receive a crime line call, and the caller gave very pertinent information on this case. We have conducted more investigation into this case, and at this point, we are at a point where we need the caller to call back so we can proceed with this investigation. The caller did remain anonymous and can still remain anonymous, but what we're urging is for the caller that called in on this capital murder case to please make contact with me directly. I was not able to speak to the caller the last time that the caller called in, but we'd like, and that's what we're asking. We're asking for the caller or anybody that has any information, but specifically I'm speaking to the caller that called in last October on this case. It's very important to this case that we talk, and like I said, they can remain anonymous. There is reward money on this case, and we're urging anybody with information to please make contact with me about this case. You can see there's a photograph there of the victim, and the information is going to have my office number and a direct cell phone number so they can make contact with me. That's pretty much it.
Ray, obviously with the outcry for this person to call back, that gave you some sort of information to spark the fire in this case. How helpful has it been?
Every time that we get information, I mean, it's always helpful to the case. Sometimes it's things that we already know, and sometimes it's brand new information that helps us proceed and go through with an investigation. A lot of times, as you well know, crime line callers, people just calling in anonymously, have often led to cases being solved. So I mean, we've always had great success with crime line and people helping us out, and that's what we're asking for. The caller did help us out. We just need to speak to the caller again.
Have you spoke with her mother?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I spoke with her yesterday evening.
How excited is she that there's some new leads in this investigation?
Miss Kerr, Alice Kerr, the mother of Barbara Jean Hinojosa, has always remained hopeful. She all these years, she's always been hopeful and helpful. All the family has been helpful in helping us do whatever it takes to generate new information and leads in this case.
Were you originally assigned to this case when it happened?
I was not originally assigned the case. I was already in homicide. I assisted with some of the investigation, but the case was just assigned to me last year.
I guess how difficult is it when, 20, 21 years have passed, how difficult is it for, I guess as the time goes on, to solve these unsolved cases? I mean, is it left up to people calling in and giving tips?
Well, it is difficult, but I'm going to tell you a lot of these cases are being solved because of modern technology, DNA technology. A lot of things have changed, and that really makes things a lot easier. Of course, some of the things that are difficult in trying to locate people that were interviewed, let's say back in 1990 or 91, and trying to locate people from back then, that's what makes it, some of the investigation, challenging. But we've had a lot of success in solving old cases also.
Thank you, Ray.
Thanks.